Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Time to press ahead. Always a pleasure.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. the world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly. My, you sweetheart. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again. On one hand, I never expected Ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk. Well, perhaps you have a point.
You need my expertise.
Let's get on with it. Can't afford to stay idle.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Can't slow down. Open up.
Well, hello.
Never a dull moment.
on my way. I wonder...
And these things have stayed interesting. On my way. Swift as my feet can carry me. Let's see what this does.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison, and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? A thrill courses through you at the thought. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
You're under attack. Help me.
You lifted harbour up!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
This will do nicely.
Nothing will stand in my way.
On your command. Understood.
Heading there.
do this without you.
Let me strike. Right away.
To focus. I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
All right. What now?
What am I to do?
Our enemies are everywhere.
Was someone there?
advantage.
You will be cleansed.
Unleash me. I am your end.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
With haste.
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Keep a blade close.
I need you, now.
Onward.
It's not over. Come to the skull. The skull. Come to the skull.
Breathe deep and move.
If it is for the best.
Help me!
Your flesh shall mend.
Please, help me.
What to do? Best be on my way.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Another tentacled freak. What in the hells is this?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness...
You must be joking. I am telling... But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, together, we can turn the tide.
Time to move.
I will not fail.
Quantum Tear!
resists all attempts to shatter it.
Can't afford to let up.
Yes.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain. The one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elithian Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her. And so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary. But there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I appreciate that. But this is what My original body was destroyed when I first escaped the Elder Brain. I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I realized that returning to my former self would only impose any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance. I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I am pleased to hear that. You will do very well. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life. The transformation will not be complete. The physical alteration in particular will only be partial. But your potential will certainly be amplified. Would you like to do it? Would you like to evolve?
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
If you are sure.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Let's have a look. I need a quick word.
Go to the city. Try out your new form.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. Lady Shah has given me a new mission, and the prism plays no part in it. In fact, it seems like the Mother Superior's concern alone, and she has strayed from the Dark Lady. She will be in for a rude awakening when I finally stand before her again. But I digress. Did you want something?
Here we go.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith, and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs.
You wish to consult me? We will need every advantage to survive the battles that are to come. And my Illithid parasite has already shown its worth. If this superior tadpole is capable of unlocking my mind's full potential, it is attempting. Its influence on you is plain to see. You are sublime. I will be unstoppable.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No.
Capability, alacrity, quickness. The feeling the world was made for you. Such is the potential of the illithid kind. He sees it, yet he fears it still. As you pick apart his mind, you discover his worst memory. That which brings him the purest terror. Complete solitude after being disobedient. Sealed, buried alive. Voiceless. Will this be forever? A year of horror, then the release. He will never disobey again.
Damn you. All right. I'll do it.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Breathe deep and move. I have a lot on my mind.
We've had a mind flare whispering to us in our dreams all this time. I really shouldn't be surprised by anything at this stage. Still, it seems keen to be an ally in its own way. Compared to what we're up against, I'm not sure that's a bad thing. More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole? Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself. Fine. I truly hope you're right about this.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
May the darkness protect you.
Huh, I'll give it a shot. These boots have seen everything.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Have to keep going.
The city is close now. Followers of Lady Shah will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her. That was last Tenday, though. That means you don't come back. My mum is coming back. If you see her, tell her Yenna's looking.
Refugees for hire.
I do not understand why the matrons, patriarchs of the city do not open their gates to the refugees. I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it. Yes. And if they work hard enough for long enough, the city might allow them to earn their freedom.
Let's go inside. Don't be scared.
Very well.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes!
How dare you! What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extraplanar circus there is. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
The circus! The goofs and the guffaws!
Approach, ugly one. Yes, behold! Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the... No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. You are welcome. Win prizes.
A long way to go still. There is work to do. Let us start a conversation.
Approach! Behold! Spin! To win prizes beyond... Let us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. I am, however, feeling gracious, so I will forget this and allow you to spin again. Or I can turn you into something vile. Choose! Behold! My fury!
What a day. Let's be quick.
It's as real as a clown's smile.
Prizes! Found only in the most exotic of plays!
That's not real.
The softest touch.
Come, mortals, and try your luck!
A little souvenir.
I'm ready.
Will the wheel of wonders stop you worthy? Come, see!
Let's keep to the shadows. What can we rescue?
Caught red-handed. Perhaps you should practice on a...
Prizes! Found only in the most exotic of planes!
Caught red-handed.
It's proud.
Come, mortals, and try your luck!
Invisibility!
Ready or not. Be very, very quiet. A little chicanery. A quick promise.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Will the wheel of
Look in your
wonders
head.
stop you
Like me
worthy?
repeat it.
Come, see!
Don't touch me. Neither seen nor heard. Interesting. Not a sound.
Still alive, so that's progress. What path lies before? I have something to ask.
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you...
A theft has been reported, and it seems you're the only suspect. Choose your next step wisely. You may have talked your way out of this one, but
Ah, the adventurer returns. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught your...
A skip. I has lots of Treatos. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye. Get your shinies and Treatos!
Oh, that's it. Make love to the end. Ah! Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. We are decades from that. I hope they could open for dribbles. Not that my star needs the support, but at this rate, who knows? Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
Well, hello. Time for discretion. Leave no trace. Let's go to pass.
Oh, that's it. Make love to the air, skellies.
Like candy from a gnome.
I think he looks fine.
On tippy toes.
Let's get going.
There's a pickpocket operating nearby. You feel the arrow of suspicion. If you didn't seem guilty before, you certainly do now. Turn yourself in or face the consequences.
On your command. You will break.
eyes have seen everything.
Can't afford to let up.
Your command. So soon follow Dos.
What should I do?
Moving ahead.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Not for communal use.
Watch your back.
Just like old times. Stay low.
Can't give up now. Don't waste a step. Anything of use? What's up for discussion?
Ooh, don't get too close, or Crimson here might decide you look tasty.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Just give the word and I will kill the clown. We would be praised as heroes.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
Are you quite sure you have a friend called Shadowheart? Not an enemy?
Oh! My heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up! Double sharp! Or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect! Patience, patience! You'll get your time to shine. I promise. Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. There's the support of the show. Praise the Absolute. Here comes the punchline.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Got to focus.
Ready for battle. things await. Thirst for combat. We had killed the real clown.
I need to find a way forward. Something's on my mind.
You took those bastards down like it...
Something good here, I hope.
Lucretia's dead.
Awaiting orders.
There's no time to waste.
All right, what now? How much farther can I go? I should speak up.
Please, enjoy the set.
Violence erupts here. My home. My refuge in this city of stone and steel. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if you...
Love, is it? I hadn't realized I'd bowled you over that much.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Shadowheart. An endless storm surges behind sharp eyes. Listen. Think. From where does Shadowheart draw comfort on a cold, dark night?
I see. Are you sure you don't want to quit while you're behind?
All affections face their trials. Your bond quivers, but it does not yet break. The heart craves comfort, but needs respect. How does one earn the dark-haired maiden's respect?
Not completely off the mark, but there's easier paths into my good graces.
There is hollowness between you, something brittle and strained. We must dig deeper, grasp the pain hiding within. Shame sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Shadowheart, what is her deepest shame?
Hardly. My association with you might be a I suppose I should be grateful. You helped.
Close your eyes.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Oh, have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. This wretch following in your worm wake won't help you. Your bond is brittle, the kind the tyrant longs to break. When you find the lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
We're leaving already? I was this...
Every sail, Papa Seti. Seti. Papa sells good things.
Will the wheel of wonders
When did you realize the Redcaps had escaped?
They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
Refugees traveling along.
Guard is busy with their patrol.
What in the hell was that?
It felt like a bloody earthquake.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my find. Yes. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my... Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you. One more question. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? Marvelous. You treat your friends as a butcher leading cattle to the slaughter.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Where are you? You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Don't dare lie to me. I saw you with me up. I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face. Well, God's be damned, I don't know. I need a bloody drink. What do you want now? And go down to the...
Why don't you take your complaints to them?
You know, that's an excellent idea. We should go straight to the source.
You want to let those dogs
Never
get
thought
away?
I'd feel sorry for a flock of pigeons.
That might be worth a look. Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed. We need to stay alert or this... I do. The Mother Superior will have ordered them to keep watch for my return. Find one, and we discover what comes next. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowd. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
What's that?
That'll make a great headline.
Very kind.
Refugees. Outsiders.
Fascinating.
Ah, a new face. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the... I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Well, any letters you find... Don't suppose you've, stumbled across the...
Might be useful.
Don't suppose you've, much appreciate...
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. The best of us. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stellane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence. Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorgan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Father Lorgan instructed us to welcome everyone. That was his edict.
All I'm saying is we'd be a lot better off without murder.
Enough, Bill. I'm sorry you had to witness our squabbling.
Father Lorgan, I've nothing against Father Lorgan in later business. But his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power, well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid. Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit. Shorette's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. I really hope you find some...
What's in here?
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. You'd interrupt me for... Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to. What do you want to know? I reckon investigator... One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. I found a paralytic poison on one of his... We give them everything. And all...
I'll hear nothing more against Father Lorcan. I've nothing against Father Lorcan.
Thou shalt return to me. Thou shalt have my blessing.
Oh, no! This cannot, must not, shall not be! You must open her tomb in the open-hand temple post-haste. She may bless us, even beyond the veil.
You feel a chuckle coming.
If you won't help us, at least let the child...
Or against Father Lorcan. To rest with him.
Someone's left a trap out for us. Hardly a challenge.
Fresh orders?
Never a dull moment. On my way. Let's see what this does. A crypt. This must be where Shira Clawwen is buried.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR. Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 14. Here lies Sister Shira Clawwen, date of birth unknown. Died. Here lies Reloric Windbane, born 1399 DR. Died 1486 DR.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Oh, honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, Tasha's hideous laughter at thine beck and call. But at what cost? Who might say?
Your muscles tingle and your mouth twitches as the laughing madness spreads through you. Madness tugs at your mind, prods in places best left untouched. You feel your wisdom begin to drain. You remain wise as ever, even as Shah's madness spreads outward. You giggle, struck by the absurdity of the moment. A spirit hiding inside an amulet has brought you to the body of his granddaughter and possessed it. Outrageous. Ridiculous. Once again, you feel your wisdom draining away. Hilarious. What is it? the urge to laugh dwindles. Though you can't help.
My friend, forgive me, for this mind was not mine own. May laughter be thy gift, never thy curse. The morning Lord calls. Canst thou feel the warmth of his blessing? This is not my final twilight, but a new dawn. Farewell.
The corpse is an empty husk once more. The monk, liberated from madness, is finally at peace.
He's gone. Well, he was always good for a laugh. How much farther can I go? Wish I had a bag of holding. Here goes nothing.
Fresh orders? I am death.
Yes. That's curious.
Light on my feet. Something over there. I'll give it a shot.
so soon follow thus.
Won't give in. Death won't take me yet.
I seek an advantage.
Can't afford to let up. Onward.
Well, so much for peace. What's in here? These boots have seen everything. Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Not to criticize, but maybe they should have picked a better spot.
Anything of use? Here goes nothing. Someone was arranging these corpses. What for? Colorful torso, torn and butchered. Hello, Dribbles. That might be worth a look. This blade's wicked look matches its deeds.
Keep a blade close. Yes, let's. What have we here?
At your command.
There is work to do.
I've got a long road ahead. Best be on my way.
That might be worth it.
That's curious.
No traps, please.
Another quick. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Symbol. A trap. Someone doesn't like this. Tread lightly.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Have to keep going.
Don't touch me. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. A trap. Someone hasn't had this.
Looks like a trap there.
Don't linger.
Never a dull moment. Moving ahead.
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
This man is not long for this world.
Stone Lord. He'll sort this. He'll get him.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
What's inside?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Well, hello. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Watch your back.
Recent kill. I can still see blood pulsing out of that headless stump.
That ship was docked at Moonrise. What's it doing here? Someone's ready to fight. Oh, I do hope it's to the death.
Nobody messes with the Stone Lord, Rattling.
Nine Fingers sent her love, arsehole. Your Stone Lord's a dead man walking. You, help me kill these arses. The girls will sprinkle you with gold. Are you serious?
A pacifist? In Baldur's Gate? Nobody's leaving this place alive, cock. For the Stone Lord.
The Guild owns this city. Now. Got to move.
My victims await. Right away. Let me strike.
Is ever easy. Always room for more. Let's have a look.
Traps. How considerate.
Let's move. Time to press ahead. Let's see what this does.
trust no one.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Who's next?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Let's hope for gold. Don't mind if I do. Subtle steps.
Can't give up now. Should mind my step. What's hiding here?
Mom, there's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something.
Said, step back.
Outraged.
Still murder, still unsolved. City watch under scrutiny.
All right. Time to see what's new is waiting
Rest
for
for
us.
the wicked.
No time to dally.
That'll make a great headline.
No one's stopped me yet. Can't slow down.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to be in the city. Next!
Outsiders.
No refugees. It is decreed. Or do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to... No refugees. It is decreed. Really? Here I thought this was going to be a boring... Help! I'm being attacked!
This is front page material. Great headline. Our readers will be outraged.
Fresh orders?
This is front page material. That will make a great headline. Fascinating. Our readers will be outraged.
Can't give up.
Front page material. Moving. That will make a great headline. Fascinating. Outraged.
Your command.
What's the plan? Got to move.
With pleasure. A better position.
I thirst for combat.
Ready.
Your command.
Olof Blindar.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
material.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal. Tempers are rising.
That'll make a great headline.
Something's on my mind.
Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. People started panicking, so the gate got closed. My editor at the Baldurs Gazette sent me down to get a first-hand account. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic steel watch keeping the mob at bay. Whether or not that's the truth or not. If you read the Baldurs Gazette, it's an opinion you'll never hear. Lord Walktrough makes sure of that. My editor, Mr. Needle, was a brilliant journalist. But recently, well, now he's got friends in high places. He seems more interested in keeping them happy. Seems like everything we write needs Walktrough's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You, might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry, so to speak. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make. Fascinating.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your girl's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? I met you before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. Could we maybe...
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her miss. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
As you approach Minthara, you feel her mind reaching out to yours.
Sorry. Old habits. I did not ask permission. When we first met, before moonrise, I intruded on your thoughts. I would not do that again. Unless I had reason to think you were hiding something from... I did not think we would ever share anything more than an uneasy alliance, born of our... I was wrong. I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again, now that my mind is my own. May I? Of course. Until my time in the cult of the Absolute, I had spent little time. I did not expect to find any outside the Underdark who saw the world as I do, and wanted from the world what I want. I did not expect you. I have been told that I am special since my mother first held me in her arms. Before the Absolute, I lived a life of certainties. I also knew that my inherited privilege came with a cost. I could not enjoy the taste of food for fear of poisoning, and I could not enjoy the company of lovers and friends because I feared they hid knives behind their smiles. In spite of the danger, I was happy. I knew myself. Now, nothing is certain. Without Lolth, without the Absolute, without my home, show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you.
She joins her thoughts with yours, and you are as one. You share in her strength of mind and formidable will, but also the doubts that eat at her conviction. Those doubts cluster in swarms, and the thickest is around her sense of self. She pushes past, revealing the image of her you hold in your mind. What does she see? The cold shell of Minthara's mind melts away, and you are drawn into the heart of her. Warm, passionate, and dangerous.
I have never lacked confidence, but this conflict seems so much bigger than the two of us. But whatever life remains to us, I would gladly spend it fighting at your side, and lying with you at night.
Her mind touches yours, feather light and hesitant. A stark contrast to the confidence with which her thoughts intruded on yours in the past.
Tonight, there will be no voices, no orders, no gods. I belong only to you. If our traveling companions continue to make poor choices, we will... Lae'zel, risks everything with her childish rebellion. I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, Ketheric was a great... Of course. He ruled Moonrise for centuries. That in itself deserves respect. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First Shah and her sister, then the three behind the Absolute. I sympathize. A meaningless question. If he had killed us and conquered the sword, as it is, he lost. But I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that, I hope Merkel hollows out his bones. Nervous? Don't be preposterous. I have faced Orin before, and she left scars on me that will never heal. She could be anywhere.
Despite her protestations to the contrary, it is clear that Minthara is afraid.
I doubt it. Her father is murder incarnate, and she has the scent of our blood, and she will tease and toy until she tires of the hunt. We need to watch over each other, now more than ever. A mistake. I am your most valuable asset. Of course, I belong in battle.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter? Then the feed. I am her child no more. I have been born anew in gifts, and so from the old battle cries is birth to now. Shema Salah Orpheus, Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward.
Here we go.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
I wouldn't give to grab a flagon with the Duke. The man's a living legend.
I'd probably break his nose. Good for
Oh, we're not queuing for Sharess's caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
They won't care about you.
finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come.
Armies lay siege. They won't care about your things.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're...
How else was I supposed to feel about these?
Do you not like that?
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Wait. Whether you're getting hammers or getting nails, we've got the tools for...
You want past?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Bodyguards does the man need? Get on then. Last door on the right. Lower the gates! Special permission!
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
From Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Hell, not this again.
brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Cult army on the...
Hush.
Lady Alia says the absolute power is going to be causing trouble.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to
really
the
matter?
Oriental Chamber.
Meaning?
Lord Gortash is
Meaning
expecting
that in
you.
the games of generals
Please
and...
make your way. Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
He wants what we want. Orin dead, and the Elder Brain subjugated. An alliance would serve us well.
You look carefully, but discover nothing.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth. The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
It would have been prudent to ally ourselves with Gortash. While Orin lives, she is the greatest threat to our survival. He is rather fond of himself. If he truly intends to be the savior of Baldur's Gate, perhaps he has reason to be. True. His Ketheric was reliant on his god instead of his own strength, and Orin does not understand power and control. Only blood. I am reluctant to share power, but if he is together, we can teach this city to fear. When we have all three Netherstones and control the Elder Brain, all of Faerun will have reason to fear us.
An imposter in our ranks. If this is true, it could be. Perhaps we shouldn't take Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks the truth, we need to be careful. Orin could have eyes and ears on us right now.
So, we have a, You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some...
Hello, my dear.
You wish to consult me?
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh. Recall that in time.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
I brought my own...
The figure doesn't acknowledge your...
Identify all enemies within our walls. They will be in
Archduke Gor. An Archduke! Finally, sir.
Ravengard has not once failed this city.
The Steel Watch has made an... I can't think of a better endorsement.
What glory hath truest of...
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? Not just glory, paradise. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office up and do not return until it is done.
What do you mean?
Finally! A lead!
Archduke.
Eldril would still be stuck in the helms if it weren't for him. You say the two things.
It's more than that. The way they look at you. Judging you. Don't like it.
We're not being paid to answer.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city.
Shame no one cares enough.
Failure to comply
On my way.
result in imprisonment and necessary.
Seems simple enough.
There's nothing left. And you want to take that from us?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to suffer?
Back off! She goes into the clean, unless Lord Gortash tells us otherwise.
Still can't fathom. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
We will be protected. I know that those who oppose Lord Gortash will find the one.
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bu... Hey, cut it out, will you?
Afraid I'll have to...
Don't Don't waste a step.
I told you already. Hang on!
Time to press ahead.
Let's get on with it. Perfectly hidden.
Tread lightly. With pleasure. I'll just help myself.